Hi, welcome to FTZ Rides. My name is Joe. On episode 1, we're going to rebuild a first-gen Rev mod sled. My plan is to take it to Newfoundland in March for a snowmobile trip on the Northern Peninsula, up on the mountains there. If that doesn't work due to travel restrictions, then plan B is to tour as many of the groomed trails in New Brunswick as I possibly can until spring hits and we get the Harley out, and we'll carry on from there. First things first, we got to get the crank out of that motor, get that sent away for a rebuild. So let's get at it and tear in.
This is a veteran-owned channel documenting the love of outdoor adventure while living with PTSD and the stigma around treating symptoms with medical marijuana.
Day 1. Thought a long time about having like a vlog or an FTZ rides. It's all about riding, but there's a little bit more to it than just riding, of course. This is my shop. Harley's out back. I just pushed it out. Unseasonably warm for November. So this is what we're after today. The motor out of this puppy. This is my mod sled. Hard to believe I tied that knot. Imagine there's more back here, places. I'll get her uncovered here. I'll get right back to you. Whew. Anyway, here's what I'm after. I put a 136 and an extension on it last year. I did the top end of the motor. It's a 500 SS, so it's a 597 liquid. And not even a tank of gas. And she started to rattle. Yeah, so connecting rod bearings are shot, I would think. So I'm going to bust her apart here today and get the crank sent away. Anyway, it's a good start. Oh. Pull that motor out. I've never really taken one out of a Rev before. A little older school than the first gen Revs for sure. So every couple of years, or 6,000 or 7,000 miles, you're supposed to put this in the bearings. It's called Isoflex, right? You're supposed to pack this outer bearing here with this whiter bearing lubricated, because your inner bearing it's not sealed at all. It is the only seal is the outside one. Somebody told me wrong. Anyway, my water pump and my oil pump drive. I mean, it looks all right. That's cool. I was going to show everything I had to do. I got to do the crank. It's already been, that's a new one. Just come back. So I got to do all that. Oh, just the engine assembly. We know what all that entails. I got to do the nun reinforcement, the snow boots, the steering boots, whatever you want to call them. So I have 2 of those. They have to go in there. You can see where it's all cracked. Get rid of that. Same there. What did I do with those plates? Oh, one's still on there. So I got, that's got to go in. There's the other one there. I've already changed gears on this sled. I changed gears on it last year. All depends. Yeah, got to go in. So I gotta get the brake disc off of there. 6 in one and half dozen the other. Probably just take the chain box off. Okay, so I got those to do and that to do. Got the crank to do. And I've got I'll bring this with me. That's more of the non-reinforcement. I gotta get a thing weld on that. I have exhaust temperature. That's going in right there. Like that. I have this little puppy. So it's a little volt gauge with 2 USB chargers in it. And it's supposed to be marine with an on-off switch. So it's supposed to be waterproof. We'll see about that. This is going... well, Jesus, there's already a wire there. Closer to the rider, the better. I don't really care what the... Yeah, I don't know. We'll work that out when we get to it. So that's going in and that's going in. That. Bear with me here. I got another one. More junk. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. Look at that. There's a thermostat that's got to go in. That looks like wiring and shit or something. I should probably hang on to that. It's probably... It's this... Who knows? Yeah, it's a new thermostat. That should probably go with the engine parts. Cooling section. And then I got this. Thank you very much. Oh, that's a digital temperature gauge. And that'll be going in on the other side. Quick update. This is how things are going for my life. Every bush is whooped. We knew that. So anyway, yeah, I got her all apart. I got those old boots out. And everything looks, there's not much left in there to look okay, but all that looks okay. That's got a little play in it there for some reason. Stuffed that full of grease probably, I guess. I don't even see a grease nipple on it. Yeah, I'll sort that out. Yeah, so the mods continue for sure. I was in here, I was going to order new coolant lines for it. Right? You just as well when you're in this deep. Not much point in not. Oh, really? Discontinued. So cross that bridge when I get to it, I guess. It works. It's cool. It really is. And then I'm gonna put... What did I do with that other piece? Hard on drill bits, man. I don't know. Seem like a good deal when you buy them cheap drill bits. Gee, you blow through them. You literally drill one hole. See? That's what I'm planning to do. And this is so dull it won't cut anymore. Like, gee, Liz. I don't understand. Okay. Do you guys know what I'm doing next? No, you don't. It's kind of hard for you to know what I'm doing. If I don't know what I'm doing. It's been happening all day. It's just as well to show you. Not much point of hiding it. Okay, so next, I'm gonna pull all this apart. And I might try the time-lapse camera. I'll do like the boys do on the fancy guys. They'll go. It didn't work. Let me try again. Ready? Here we go. Line it all up. Didn't work again. I guess I don't have that kind of magic. Right off the bat, you have an issue. It occurs to me that there's one big problem if I want to show me working on anything. Music's always blasting. So I don't know what to do because, you know, you can't play music, you'd be copyrighted. They take your video down. You got that generic stuff that you can, you know what I mean? That ain't blasted on. I'm not listening to that. It's okay, I guess, if I got to put it in somewhere. You know what I mean? To fill in time in a ride video, I will. I'll pick probably bluesy something, rock and roll, whatever. Or country. Or doubt if they got any like traditional Newfie or, you know, Irish or, you know, any Scottish music or anything like that. There probably is. I gotta research that more. Just another thing on the list, hey? So for now, probably, I'm gonna, you know, you won't see much of me actually doing anything. It'll just be from step to step or whatever because, yeah, I like to have my music on really loud. I'm sure the neighbors appreciate it at 2 a.m. I don't know what time it is. Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, man. So if this is on the first video, you'll be watching this the second week of February, mid-February. Depending on availability of parts. I'll find out tomorrow. My boy Robbie a call. They're awesome. Eric's Motorsports in Ormuckville. It's my boys. That's where my Harley is in storage there. Guess we're going to manufacture some hoses. Should be a piece of cake. Just like everything else. Catch you in a bit. Gonna call her a night. Fire's gone out, so we're pretty much gone out. Gonna go there. Oh, gee. Yeah, that should be all right. Oh, man. I'll tell you, I've been out here for almost 12 hours today. I was just looking, I think I got probably got 40 minutes of video shot. I've charged the GoPro once, and it's down to empty again. So, you know, that's good. It gives me some content to mess around with and to work with, right? Because you got to start somewhere and just cut out what you don't want, apparently. I fucking have no idea how this is going to work out, man. You know. Just excuse me a second. I'm just trying to set you guys up here for a minute. Here we go. Yeah, I have no idea how this is all going to work out. I really don't. I wish I did. Like, this sled is kind of being a pain. I kind of figured it would be. It's an old snowmobile. It's a lot of miles. Not a lot. Quite a few. I've had it this Should have been my third winter with it. But we got no snow here yet anyway, so it don't freaking matter really. Snow up north, I could be throwing around the truck and making a run for it for sure, but oh man. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. Right now, I got to drill this out from the back so the holes line up where I need them to, because on the back of this plate is a steel reinforcement in here for where the motor sets, like the motor mount itself, right? And the bolts go in through the tunnel right here. I feel like I need to have that plate on there. Really? That's not going to be straight. It's going to be a crooked hole. Take that off and run it. It's marked. I got ready to pull this off anyway. Got a mark in her right there. So drill that straight so it comes through straight. You guys want to see what I got going on? It's the bottom half of the crankcase. In here is your water pump and your oil pump on the front side. Top half of the crankcase goes like that. Just a cylinder. Or a jug, whatever you want to call it. Mag side jug. Cylinder head. Looks good, right? Yeah, I think so too. So there it is. No, that's not it. So I got to finish cleaning it up. Just some simple little stuff. And then I got to clean all the mating surfaces. The final time. Before the O-rings go in, you can see there's corrosion in there. That was a rough cleaning. Even around here, there's an O-ring that goes in here. It's all going to be cleaned. It's not too bad, but it still has to be touched up a little bit more. Get those little tiny pieces out. So I got to put thermostat in. Same with the jugs. I've got to own them out, right? Pretty clean, looks pretty good. It's set for final cleaning. I won't need this anymore. I did have a couple burrs that had to be taken off. So that's why I had to file out. I don't usually have to do that, but somebody f***ed up a little bit when they were splitting the case and got in there with the chisel, right? And burred up the aluminum a little bit. Somebody being me. So I had to take the file and get that sorted out a little bit. Looks good. Okay. That's the motor update. These came today from SPX. Lower ball joints. my bushing kit for my A-arms. Upper, lower, left and right. Put all that back together, boots on, but I've been polishing in there. Like I got nothing else to do, right? I'm gonna polish this, so probably try to work at that, get the boots on, rivet it up. First of all, so much to do. So much to do. It's not a negative. When I was a young man, teenager, and I'd be doing stuff like this, one drill bit, that size, that's what you had, right? You didn't have a box of drill bits to choose from. And if you're wondering why I'm pissed, this is the size I'm using, and I literally, they're junk. It's the worst. Junk. Stuff ain't worth a fuck. Now I gotta clean this shit up. Just winding down for the night. I have a plan for the coolant lines. This was my issue right here. I was getting a cold water leak right here in this part. So I think I have enough. I'm going to trim off the ends. I'm actually going to cut this one and put a 90 in it and put a new piece in here. Just so it gives everything a little bit of play. So it's not bar tight. That's the only place I could really put a piece of straight pipe in. I changed that one there. That's the sending unit for the digital temperature gauge. I'll be glad. It'll be fun to build this motor. All right. I think mock-up's pretty much done now. Final cleaning and then reassembly. Yeah, so well behind on my build for sure. I really thought I'd be testing by now. It's the 9th of January. Our Christmas tree's still up. Amber undecorated it yesterday. And that's got to go up today too. Oh, got to clean the stove out. It's full of ash. Plus, I have to pack in wood. I'm almost out. I got to get my wood inside so it'll start to dry. Let's do one of those Taylor Ray things. Snap. No. I don't have a wire wheel on my bench grinder. Actually, I don't even have a bench grinder on a bench. I don't have no room for it. I took out a whole workbench when I knew I was going to be doing this to the sled. Just for the simple fact I need room to walk around it. You know what I mean? The whole way around. And yeah. So that's why I took out one whole workbench. And I kind of planned to move that workbench to an outdoor workbench where I'd have a place for like a quick connect for my grinder and a place for like grinding and welding and anything like that I'd prefer not to have sparks in my shop because I have a wooden floor and I'd rather not burn it down. Today I'm doing final prep for reassembly. Cleaned up everything. I still got a few more to do right here, right? And then put some high heat paint on some of them. Some of them I'm going to leave original. Some of them are going to get painted. And, right? And then I'll start doing final cleaning for the crankcase. And we'll own the jugs. Hey. Oh man, it's late on a Saturday night. It's got to be. A little after 8. I've been out here since I don't know what time I started packing in wood this morning. Must have been around 8. I'm just gonna let that fire go out tonight. I'm gonna own these 2 cylinders out. So there's that. This is all pretty much ready to roll. Set the crank in that tomorrow. Got the pistons all cleaned up. Everything's sorted. It's all on its right side now. It's got mixed up 4 or 5 times, but one piston had a specific, that's a hard word for newfies, specific mark in it, a little scuff. And I think it was because that was the one with the rod, really bad rod bearing. And so after all the messing around and everything that I did in there, things got mixed up. So I got everything straightened out now. Everything's in its right place. I was about to put it on through the mag side cylinder, and then I'll do the PTO side. Cover it all up, leave it soaked in oil for the night, and that'll be it for tonight. I'm done. I'm done for the day. It's just a little while later. Here's where I am. These are both owned out. That's ready. These are both owned out. All the surfaces are cleaned. Oh man. I want to port that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm getting this done. All the pistons are all set. Ring end gap is set. Oil pump and water pump are ready to go back on as soon as the cases get put together. Those have both been owned. Everything is where it should be. Cases are ready to be joined. I'm not going to pull them apart. That would be pointless to do that. I'll just put the rags on after you guys go. Tomorrow, scare the crap out of me. Tomorrow, first thing, set everything aside, take everything outside, blow it all off, clean it up with brake clean, and set it all aside, cover it up, clean, ready to assemble. Cover everything with 2-stroke oil. That's some pretty heavy oil I got there now. It's actually Harley oil. Yeah, just let her eat that. Just because it's going to get cold out here tonight, it's not going to stay warm. And it'll get warm in the morning, and there'll be condensation. And it's easier just to put a really thick oil on it after I owned it out. I could have waited till morning, I guess, and owned it out, but I want this part all taken care of. That'll be fine tonight. And then we will set everything aside. Get ready to load them bearings with that white grease. Isoflex. And we'll build that motor. That's our plan. this is all ready to be put back together. I'm going to wait. I'm going to vacuum it out. There's a little bit of stuff in there. I'm going to wait and trim the hoses as I put them on. I've already test fit everything, so I know I have enough length. I can do this. This one right down here. I feel like I'm going to do something about that. I'm going to put a 90 in right here. Put a new end on this clamp. That hose is just, it's chafing right. There's a couple chafes in it, and it would be definitely the hardest one probably to get at afterwards. Anyway, I'll inspect that more tomorrow. Okay, anyway, a happy Saturday night. For all you people already out snowmobiling on Saturday night, that's so cool. Hopefully I'll be able to join you soon. Next weekend, maybe? Yeah. Why not? I would think. Can't see why this wouldn't be running next weekend. This should be running by midweek. Unless, No, it goes with me, though. Got this to do, that to do, something else to do. And before I know it, I get nothing done. It just occurred to me that this is probably the end of episode 1, I think. We covered a lot of ground. I'm going to have to chop all that up best I can. It'll be interesting to see the progression as I learn to edit, do stuff. And so if this is actually the end of episode 1, this is Valentine's Day, February 14th. So happy Valentine's Day. See you guys in a week. In episode 2, we should be finishing up the build and then the install of the sled. Put it all back together and do some testing right here in the yard. And once that all pans out and everything seems like it's going to be okay, then I'll go license it, put the trail pass on it. Not until it's running. And I'm not putting a trail pass on until I see the groomer in shipment. Sorry, ain't happening. Because I don't think I'm going to be trailering anywheres right away. So if the groomer's not in shipment in the next week, I'll just be out running the river anyway, so it don't matter. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get to go to Newfoundland in March. Like I said, if you're watching this on February 14th, we'll already know if the Newfoundland thing is a go. I don't know. Hard to say with the COVID, right? Anyway, I'm going to go in and enjoy the rest of my Saturday night. I'll be back out here tomorrow morning. Yeah, I know. I keep weird hours. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till you see ride videos on the Harley in the summertime in the middle of the night, in the middle of the week, because I don't usually ride on the weekends when everybody's out and about. We usually do it during the week. I like to ride at night. I have pretty good lights. I wish I had better auxiliary lighting, but it's okay. There's some 4 lanes I like to run at night that have a lot of animal fencing, so they're pretty safe. Let her rip kind of deal. Yeah. Zoom. Have a good night.